Tom, battered and bruised, a bit bloody on the nose there, but you must be fresh. You must be feeling ecstatic.
Yeah, we're really pleased with that. You know, it didn't all go our way. We had to work really hard for that in the first half. You know, but we stuck to our guns. We backed our fitness and our bench, and it told in the last 20 minutes. And it's been a long time coming. You know, 4 years I've been at this club. We've been very close. We've put in some big performances. Some would say we've been deserving of a trophy, but not quite got there over the finish line. So you know, it's nice to finally have a winner's medal around my neck.
We've just come away from the press conference where you were asked about whether that's getting a monkey off Saint's back. Was the monkey kind of almost got off last week against Leicester?
Yeah, we got a couple off, I suppose. Yeah, that was a big thing for us, winning and winning well against Leicester. You know, I thought it was a strong performance from us, and we showed a huge amount of character, and I think that boded really well. It gave us a lot of belief going into this game, even when we were behind at half time, even when things weren't going our way. And George Ford was pushing us backwards in that first half. You know, we knew that if we kept working them hard, you know, we'd get our rewards in the last 20. And you know, it's like I say, we've come so close on so many occasions. We've been our own worst enemy at times, making life very difficult for ourselves, and it's just nice to finally get one over the line and have a winner's trophy in our cabinet.
There's almost in the first half, it's certainly a game of two halves. In the first half, as you say, George Ford pinning you back. When you're looking up and you're seeing a kick whiz back down the field like that, what's going through your mind?
Yeah, it's a bit dispiriting. You know, you think you've done a lot of hard work, you've exited your half well, and you've done well, and then they win a quick, easy ball off the line out, put it into midfield, and George puts you back 40-50 yards, and that's the calibre of a player he is. And you know, that's something we'd have to look at next time, making sure our coverage in the backfield's good, our pressure on kickers and our pressure in the line-out's better. But like I say, we knew that if the more their big heavy pack had to move around in that first half, the better it would be for us in the last 20. And so although we didn't go in on top at half time, we knew most of the damage had been done. There was a lot of kick chasing, you know, kick tennis. There was a lot of heavy carrying and heavy tackling to be done first half, and I think that told on them. We could see them starting to blow, and we just grew an extra few inches in that second half when we could see them waning.
But the flip side of it, Ford missed 3 relatively straightforward penalties in the the end of the first half, beginning of the second half. Stephen Myler, obviously just off to my right at the moment, you know, nails all of his right up until that very last kick. So how much of a boost does that give you? Oh,
it makes a huge difference. You know, particularly when you're down a man, and you can just keep that scoreboard ticking over, keep nudging your way in front, stay in touch, even though like all the pressure's against you with them being up a man. You know, Steve had a pretty immaculate day with the boot, kicked some difficult ones, and like I say, as a forward, when you're working hard in scrums, mauls, breakdowns, you need to be rewarded for that. When you win the penalty, it's nice to see them go through the post, and it's you can easily become a little deflated when they start missing and start losing faith, and it makes you change your game plan. It makes you start taking quick taps and doing things you wouldn't otherwise do, forcing the game. If you can just nudge ahead and stay calm, then you know, it makes a big difference. Unfortunately for George, he did miss a couple of key ones. You know, there's a big momentum swing when that happens, and unfortunately we benefited from that today, and Stephen was on fire with the boot.
Finally, 23 out there on the plastic this evening in Cardiff, but you know, it was a completely different team that won at Sale in the quarter-final. Look at the semi-final again. It was, you know, there were quite a few changes from that. So this has been a genuine squad effort this year in the Challenge Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. I just credited the lads with that in there. It's you know, it's a difficult one, selection, particularly when everyone's playing so well, when everyone's fit. Sometimes your hands forced with selection with injuries and whatnot, but everyone's been putting their hand up. You've got guys like James Craig playing so well in the semi-finals and quarter-finals. You know, you've got people like Ben Nutley from Waller. Endless names, I can't mention them all, but you know, you think of people like Will Hooley and Tom Stevenson that have really stepped up. You know, it's really difficult for them, but they've all stayed positive. They've all pushed the team. They've pushed us hard in training, and they've done all the hard work to get us here. And it is a real squad effort over the course of the season. The same players can't play all 30, 40 games, however many there are, and you do need to rotate and make sure that you use your squad in that way. And you know, they deserve a huge amount of credit. And you know, luckily we managed to do them justice and honour that and get the win for them.